So the question I want to ask you then is, can you tell us about the main character? Because you said the story speaks about how you feel. So the main character in it is you, basically.
Yeah. So basically, it's about a girl called Jenny who recently moved from Los Angeles to Antigua because her dad got a job as a pilot on Liat, and she sees all these different people, different culture, carnival, everything, and she's like, what is this place? Do I really fit in? And the story basically talks about how she goes through island, discovers, explores everything, and then she realizes what actually makes the Caribbean.
That's really cool. And what do you think people can learn from reading your story?
From reading this story, I think people can learn that each culture and each person is unique, and that nothing can change the way you are and who you are.
I hear you speak about culture a lot.
Yeah.
What do you think kids could learn from appreciating their culture? Or why do you think it's so important for kids to learn about their culture?
I think it's so important because they can learn to tolerate others and themselves and accept themselves for who they are.
Okay, and did you have a difficult time writing this story? It doesn't seem that way because you said you write.
Yeah.
So was it difficult for you to come up with this story and write it?
No, because it was mostly based on how I felt, so I kind of knew what to write.
Okay, and do you have aspirations to be a writer in the future?
No, I actually want to be an architect, but I do writing as a hobby.
Okay, so you like writing?
Yeah.
Do you read as well?
Yeah.
And what books do you like to read?
I like to read historical books or fictional books. Currently, I'm reading a book called Esperanza Rising by Pam Munoz-Ryan. It talks about the life of a young girl who goes through many tragedies during the Great Depression, and she comes to understand how life actually is.
Oh wow, that's really, really cool. So my final question to you is, what advice would you give to younger kids who maybe want to write a story or just want to write in general?
The advice I would give is to probably start from one main idea and keep building up on it. So like, for example, if I want to write a story, I start thinking about the main characters first and writing about them, and then as I write, I get ideas in my mind and then I add more to.
So you just build and build and build and build.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much for joining us, Anushri. And we have learned so much about you and your writing and your love for storytelling. We hope to hear more about your writing in the future. Stay with us more after this short break.